So today we are going to be talking about lead generation. I believe we've done it before on apollo.io, which is even a little bit more simple. There are a lot of other complicated lead generation tools. There are a lot of scrapers that I have here. Scrapers are what you use to get data or information from websites. It might be details like email, phone number, address. It might be other details like if you go to Twitter, you can get a particular tweet by a person. There's a way you configure. There's a tool called Octopus that you can configure it and you get people's posts on from their Twitter pages. You understand? You can you can even use it to get leads from the likes of LinkedIn, the likes of Facebook, the likes of LinkedIn. Yeah, many people don't know that LinkedIn is not just for posting and for getting job. If you go to LinkedIn, there is what we call what business something. I've forgotten that part of LinkedIn where you can generate leads from. You understand? On that side of LinkedIn, but you need to have a LinkedIn Pro account, or is it Pro they call it, or what? You need to have that paid account before you can be able to use that particular side of LinkedIn. So we are going to be talking about Yelp Scraper because the last class before today's one, we talked about Yelp and how you can use it to generate leads. So we're going to go deep into Yelp Scraper and how we can use it. And if time permits us, we are going to talk about Instant Data Scraper. There is also Web Scraper. There is another one here called Bardeen. Then there is another one called their Baba is Octopus. That one, the day we, I don't know if we'll do that, but the day we'll try to do that is going to be a whole evening course. You understand? Because Octopus is very, very vast. So we're going to start with LinkedIn. Please, Yelp Scraper. Most of the things I'm doing now, you might want to follow me if you have your system on. Because once you miss a step, you might not understand what we are doing anymore. You understand? So now, for you to use Yelp Scraper, you need to search for it as an extension. So you come to your search and type Yelp Scraper extension, or you can put Chrome extension, and then you press your enter. So once you do that, it's going to show you a lot. Google now, it will show you a lot of informations and all that. All right, so once you type it, Yelp Scraper Chrome extension, you are going to see a lot of things. What you need is not this Yelp Scraper here that has a Y. Sometimes, because you are just typing it for the first time, you might see this as number one on your own search. So that's not what you need. What you need is the one that has the Google Chrome logo on it. So this is what we need. Now, I have this already installed, so I'm going to remove it so that I can be able to install it again, so that you see how I installed it on my own system. So I've removed the Yelp Scraper. Once you see it, you are going to click on it to open, and then you will see Add to Chrome. If I did not remove it, I will not see Add to Chrome. What I will see here is Remove from Chrome, which means it has already been added, so I need to remove it. So now, you just click on this Add to Chrome. It's going to bring this option for you, and then you click Add Extension and wait for it to load. Once it's done loading, it will tell you that it has added. It's downloading right now. So it says Yelp Scraper has been added to Chrome. Yelp Scraper has been added to Chrome. So now, all you need to do, because if you look here, you're not going to see my Yelp Scraper again. It has disappeared to somewhere. So you see this icon here. It's called the extension icon. Just click on the extension and look for the scraper you just installed and pin it. Click on this pin to pin it. That's why you have it here now, because I've pinned it. So whatever I do, even if I close this window and I open it back, I am still going to see this Yelp Scraper here. You understand? So now the moment you are done with this, then all you need to do is you can now close that place where you added it and then open the Yelp Scraper itself. Sometimes you might need to log in, or most times, in fact, you might need to log in. So I always advise people to log in or create an account. So let me log into my account. Now, what you would do, since it's your first time, is to create an account. Use your Google to sign up on Yelp Scraper. You understand? So I'm trying to sign up now. I just hope This one is not even loading. I hope it's not going to take time. Once you have succeeded in creating your Yelp Scraper account and logging in, now the website where we use Yelp Scraper to get data from is called yelp.com. But most times, if I go to yelp.com and open it without the Yelp Scraper, there are buttons that I might not be able to see. You that you are just opening it for the first time, you might not be able to see that button. There is supposed to be a button up here, 3 buttons up here, but I don't know, because I did not open it from the scraper itself. That's why I'm not seeing it. So you will see the difference when I open the website from the Yelp Scraper itself. You will see the difference. So let's close the yelp.com. I think it has even signed me in on its own. I don't know. Okay. Now, when you click on the Yelp Scraper, you will see Open Yelp. Click on this Open Yelp. It's going to open the website for you from the Yelp Scraper. So I click on Open Yelp. And let's see what happens. Now, let the website finish loading. You will notice a difference. At the top here, you have Start Auto Extract, Export Results, and Clear. Now, if you open the website on its own, you will not be able to see these 3 buttons there. So that's why it is very good for you to open it from the scraper itself. Now that we have opened it, we are going to sign in with Google. Let me sign in. I hope it works. Now, once you have opened this, you are now going to make your search. Let's say you are working with a company and the company says, okay, go out there and get us details of so and so. You understand? Now, let's say, okay, I'm unable to create account too. Maybe it's from the website. Maybe they're having an issue. I hope it will allow us extract though. Now, let's say what you are looking for is your boss or your company is dealing in air conditioners, dealing with heating systems like what do you call it, water heater, and all these other things that are either cooling. In US, it is called HVAC. That's heating, ventilation, and cooling. You understand? Let's say that's what your company does. And you want to get companies in maybe a particular state in United States that you want to sell your product to, or you want to pitch your product to. Let's assume that what you are looking for is HVAC companies. HVAC, that's HVAC. You understand? Which is heating, ventilation, and cooling. And you are told to find companies, HVAC companies in Dallas, Texas. You can come here on Yelp after opening it through the Yelp Scraper. You can now type in this search box here, type HVAC, and then click on, when you put the Dallas, Texas, you click on search. Once you click on search, it's going to open the sites for you. Now, I think we might have a problem using Yelp today because it gave me this problem one day. Now, these results are supposed to be numbered 1 to 10. I don't know why it's not numbered. I hope it's not going to give us. The day I had this issue that they were not numbered, I was not able to extract any data. But let's try. Let's see what we can get. Now, okay, I think it's possible. Now, the moment I made that search, you will find out that Yelp has already started doing its work, even if without me clicking auto extract. It has already exported the first 10, not exported, it has already extracted the first 10 HVAC company that was found on this page. Your first page is supposed to contain 10. Then we have other pages. Let's see. Let's go down and see if there are other pages here. They have changed this website. Okay, now we have page 1. Page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these things are results that we searched for now. But how can you go around copying them one by one? You can, if you are the type that like hard work, no wahala, you can bring pen and paper and start writing them down one by one, phone number, email, and co. But if you are the type that likes soft work like me, you can just use your Yelp Scraper and get them automatically into your Excel sheet. So what I need to do now to get from page 1 to 3 to 2 to 3 to 4 is click auto extract, start auto extract. The moment I click it, you will see that this number here will start changing as it is working. It's 10 now. It's going to increase to to 20, which means it has extracted from the second page. If it extracts from the third page, it's going to increase to 30. You understand? Now, one thing I need you to pay attention to, because we are using a free account, please always monitor this. Do not extract too much data. Now it has turned to 20. Once you get to 30 or 40, you might want to stop, because if you leave this thing to continue running like this, Yelp will block you. And the moment they block you, you cannot use this Yelp Scraper again. Lie. And it is not that they will block your email. They will block your what do you call it? What do they call that thing again? Your IP address. So what it means is that you cannot use Yelp on your system again. Now it has extracted the first 3 pages, which is why we have it has extracted the first 4, which is why we have 40 results from here. Now, the moment you are ready, you've gotten what you want. Let's say you want 50, you stop it at 50. The next thing for you to do is to click on what? Export results. Click on this export result. It's going to take you to the page where it has extracted all the informations from page 1 to page 4. Now, the reason why I love using Yelp Scraper on Yelp is because since the scraper is designed for the Yelp website, everything is perfectly aligned for you. We have the name, we have the phone number, we have the address, we have the email, service area, website, Instagram handle, their Instagram handle, we have their Facebook, their Twitter, their LinkedIn. If it's available, it will also extract their LinkedIn for you. Their YouTube page, if it's available, then their website, business URL, which is their website. And then we have their rating. So what you are going to do now, every single thing that you don't need, you can delete from when you now export. Now on Yelp Scraper, you cannot delete here. Like if it is instant data scraper, you can edit what you need from here before exporting finally, because we have not exported this finally. If you see, it has exported, but I've not downloaded it, so you don't have it in your system. The moment I close this now, I've lost this data. So what do I need to do? I now need to download as CSV. Let me see if people are following. Okay, no question. Now, I need to download this as CSV for me to be able to have this in my system. Now, I'm going to click on download CSV. I'm going to click on download CSV. Okay, so it says login first. This thing should allow me login now. Give me one. Okay, I think it's loading now. Thank God. So I'm logging in now. Before you are able to extract this, you need to log in. If you see now, it's saying log out because I've logged into the app. So you everybody that has been trying, you can try again after getting your result. If you try it first and it didn't work, get your result, try to export. They will tell you to log in again. Then you can try. So let me see if I can download now. Download. You see that the file has downloaded to CSV format. So all I need to do now is to open the result of what I have generated and edit. Now this is what we have generated. This can also be a work sample to me. You understand? I can as well screenshot this and use it as part of my portfolio if I want to. You understand? Now, once you've gotten to this place, is where you now remove, because they cannot just tell you to go and generate leads without telling you what they need. If your boss needs the email, he will tell you, I need the email, I need the phone number, I need the address, and I need the company name and their website. So let's assume this is what we are looking for. All you need to do now is do what? All these other ones that we don't need, you can edit, you can delete them. Service area is where they are, the area where they are in Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas cannot be a small place now. It's just like someone saying, I'm looking for HVAC companies in Lagos. There are some that will be in Ikeja, some will be in Lekki, some will be at Aja. You understand? So that's just what we have here, their service area. Then we have their website here, which is all listed here. Some of them don't have websites, which is fine. Then we have their Instagram page, which we don't need. Let's assume we don't need Instagram, we don't need Facebook. So what do I need to do? Select the ones that I don't need. How do I select? On my Excel, most of us who know how to use Excel, we know how to select. We have columns which are in letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and we have rows which are in numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we are deleting is the column. The Instagram column is not needed. The Facebook column is not needed. Twitter, LinkedIn, let's leave LinkedIn. Okay, no, let's remove LinkedIn. YouTube. Now, most people will tell you to leave business URL. Business URL means where you got your data from. Some of them we call it source URL. It can also be called source, the source where you got this data from. In fact, 95% of employers will always tell you to leave this because they want to know where you got your information from. You understand? So let's leave business URL. We don't need rating. Their rating is based on people who are rating the company. These are their ratings. You understand? 4.8 over 5, 5 over 5, 2.5 over 5. So this can also help you in knowing which of the companies have good rating that you can work with. So let's remove this. The rating, we don't need it. Price range, review count, longitude and latitude, we don't need them because we have address. Alias, business ID, I don't know, this is their business ID on Yelp, we don't need it. Business section URL, we don't need it. So just delete every single thing that you don't need and leave only the ones that you need, and then you can now save. There's plenty things here. I don't know who they leave them for. So I'm just selecting all the ones I don't need. And then once I'm done, I'm going to right click and then select delete selected columns. Please be careful what you do. You might delete all your columns. So you need to select them and click on delete selected columns. Now I have all the informations I need. Name, phone, address, email, service area, website. Okay, I think this service area, I don't need it. Delete column. Website and business URL. Now I'm done with this. I can now save. Save HVAC. HVAC in Dallas, Texas. And then let me select where I want that to save. Take. So I'm going to save that to my portfolio folder. Yeah. Okay, so once you are done, sometimes you might, like I used to tell people, you might want to put a little bit of color. Most of Igbo people, they like color, plenty color, just make it attractive. You can, if you are using MacBook like me, you know that you can't use Excel. What I'm using is not Excel, it's Numbers. The app is called Numbers. So you can add colors to it, You can even edit, maybe business URL. There are some things that are not well spelled or whatever. You just edit them. And then you can save and then send to whoever requested the data for you. So we have a list of how many? From 2 to 41. That's 40 names, 40 companies that are into heating, ventilation, and cooling. This is a lead. So that's about using Yelp Scraper. You cannot use Yelp Scraper on any other website. You cannot use it on any other website apart from Yelp. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is how to use Instant Data Scraper on this Yelp as well. You can as well use Instant Data Scraper on Yelp. But the problem I have with that is that you will have a lot of editing to do. But that does not stop me from showing you how you can do that. But before that, let me see if there is any question. I'm going to pause, and there are websites that I prefer using Instant Data Scraper on, and Yelp is not one of them. I prefer using Instant Data Scraper for pages like Yellow Page. I don't like using it on Yelp, and I'll show you why. Now, Instant Data Scraper, you install it the same way I installed my Yelp, which is coming to Google search the website. Just come to google.com, or you can just type it on your you don't even need to go to Google, because anything you type here will take you to Google, and then you type Instant Data Scraper and then press enter. Sorry, extension, I didn't add the extension. Instant Data Scraper extension, just like I said earlier, the one that has the Google Chrome logo on it is what you are looking for. You click on it, it's going to open the website. Now I have added it already, that's why it's telling me remove from Chrome, so I'm not removing. So you follow the same way that we added Yelp Scraper to add your Instant Data Scraper. Please take a look at the Instant Data Scraper their what do you say, icon or their whatever. You just look at what it looks like, their logo, so that you will not mistakenly install another extension. You understand? And then follow through whatever we are doing. So once you have installed it, you are going to have it here on your you are going to also pin it so that you have it here on your page. You understand? Now, Instant Data Scraper, you are not allowed to this person do magic. You are not allowed to, when you are using Instant Data Scraper, you don't need to open Yelp from Instant Data Scraper. You can go to yelp.com on its own and open it, and then let's assume someone should give me an example of what you think we should search for in US, a company or something. Let me get some suggestions from the chat box. Let's see what we can search. Any suggestion? Now wow, okay. Since everybody's saying my screen, a lot of people are saying my screen. Okay, restaurant is not showing. Let me unshare my screen. Let me stop presenting and then start again. Let's see if it's going to correct it for you guys. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. I just shared my screen again. Now confirm you can see it, please. Confirm it if it's okay now. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so now, like I said, you don't need to open yelp.com from Instant Data Scraper. You can just type yelp.com, open the website, and then someone suggested we search for restaurants. Or yeah, let's search for restaurants in where let's do okay, let's do restaurant. In where, let's say in Atlanta. Why is it not showing Atlanta? Okay. Yelp has started with his madness again. Now, this is that error I told you that sometimes you might get this error. You know, and most times if you scrape data too much from Yelp, this is what you are going to get. So I don't know why it's asking me to request permission. So I'll have to start writing email, which I don't have the time right now. So what I'm going to do is the same method you can use Instant Data Scraper on Yelp is the same method you can use it on Yellow Pages. So let's go to Yellow Pages instead of Yelp. I believe we already have an idea of what Yelp looks like. You understand? So let me go to Yellow Pages. Why is this thing stressing me? Let's go to Yellow Pages. Yellowpages.com. Now I'm going to copy that and I'm going to share it in the chat so that you can either click on it or copy it and paste in your browser. So yellowpages.com. Now, Yellow Pages. Most people will ask, what exactly is Yellow Pages? Yellow Pages is a book of directory. It used to be a very big book in the United States where it is called the back of the book is yellow in color, where you can open and search a lot of people wherever it is you want to see. You understand? Let's say you are in Dallas or California and you want to search restaurants in California. You can open Yellow Pages and there will be a section for restaurants. Then you can open it, you can see coffee shops, you can see a lot of other things. It used to be a book before it was actually digitized and put in a website. So the website is what we now call yellowpages.com. It's a book of directory. So we're searching for what? Restaurant. And let's use California, just like it has already suggested here. Now, yellowpages.com, unlike Yelp, we give you 30 results in one page. 30 results in one page. You understand? So if you look at this is number 1. Number 2, if you go down, you see that the last one here is going to be what? 30. And now we have other pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what it means is that 30 times 5, that's how many? 30 times 5 is 300. So we have 150 restaurants that he brought out from where? California. So if you are going to scrape this data, you are going to get 150 informations about restaurants in California. So what do I do now? The moment you've gotten what you are searching for, you are going to click on this instant data scraper. The moment you click on it, you are going to see what happens to this page. You notice that the page is going to change. This place where we have the leads, the names of the restaurants and their information is going to change a color to yellow with a red outline. So once I open instant data scraper, you see this yellow color, showing you that it has already extracted this first 30 information that we have here. The first 30 has already been extracted. That is what we have in this instant data scraper page. If you see, this is Longhorn Steakhouse, Applebee's, Ruby Tuesday, China Cafe. These are the informations we have here has already been extracted. It says rows collected 30. So it has 30 information for us already. Let me see if people are following. Okay, no question. Now, the moment you have this 30, but we are not looking for just 30. Like I said, we have 150. So what do you need to do? The moment you've come here, all you need to click on, you click on locate next button. This button will always be there. Locate next button. The reason why I'm clicking on locate next button is to tell it that there are other pages that I need it to go into these pages and also get data from these pages for me. So I click on this locate next button. It's going to remove that page. Once you click on it, that page is going to disappear. You now go down to the bottom of this page where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you click on this next button. Don't click on 2. 3, 4, or 5. This is the next button. My own is already highlighted because I've already used this before. That is why it has already highlighted it in green for me. If I click on 2 now, it will highlight 2 in green. So make sure that you click on this next button to tell it that it is not only page 2. If you click on page 2, it will only extract page 1 and 2 for you. So click on next and make sure it's green. The moment you've clicked on it, then you look for your instant data scraper, the one that opened before. You have located next button and then you click on start crawling. Now, instant data scraper, their logo, when you open it and it's loading, is like in form of a spider. That's their logo. So this start crawling means you want it to crawl from page to page and gather the informations that are on this page. Also, be on the lookout. The moment you get 1, 2, 3 pages, please stop the crawling. First thing is, it is going to finish your data if you don't stop it on time. Second thing is, it is going to they are going to block you if you are not careful, if you start scraping extra data. So what it means is that if you need the 150, you can do the first 3 pages, then come back again and do another 3 pages. You understand? That's what you can do if you need the whole 150. But if you start extracting this whole 150 at the same time, you might get blocked. because we are not using the paid version of these apps. The paid version of the app will allow you to extract any number you want to extract. So now let me click on start crawling. You see what will happen. It has started. The page is working. If you see, the first thing you see is this. It's telling you that it's browsing through the pages. We are now in page 3 or page 2 rather. It's going from page to page. Let me go and stop before. Now it has extracted 90. Jesus. Stop crawling, Biko. Before you put me in trouble. Jesus, I collected the whole 150. Okay, so now we've actually collected the whole 150 restaurants that it brought out. I was not supposed to remove this. I was supposed to stop the crawling once it has gotten first 3 pages. But let's see, we've gotten 150, so we can make do with that. So what I'm trying to tell you, there are some pages that might have more than 20 pages. There are some things you will search for. They will have more than 20. And 20 times 30 is more than 600. So you have to be careful so that they will not. Now, if I wanted that extraction to be slow, what I would have done is to increase this minimum delay and maximum delay. I would have increased this to maybe 10 seconds. That's the delay in going from the page 1 to page 2, from page 2 to page 3. You can also increase that here, you understand? And it will reduce the speed. Some of these apps, they block you when you are too fast. If we end up doing auto pass at any point in time, there are a lot of parameters that you set in auto pass. Auto pass is set in such a way that you will set the number of data you want to get every minute, and a lot of things you set there before you start scraping these data. You understand? So you have to be very, very careful what you do with some of these unpaid apps, because they will always block you if you don't do that. Now, the moment we are done, you click on what? Download CSV. You see Excel, SLS, CSV. Like some people will have asked me in my previous class, what is CSV? CSV is comma separated values. Comma, like full stop, comma separated values. That's what it means. Now, what does it mean? Now, comma separated value is, let's say you want to write a list of people in this class now. Let me bring out our lists. Let me show you what comma separated value means. The first person I have on that list is Gbemisola. You can say Gbemisola. Gbemisola, comma. The next person is Chiamaka, comma. Now, these are comma separated values. Chinyere is the third person, comma. Now, these names are separated by comma. Now, when you are putting large number of emails in your let's say in your we want to send email from your Gmail, and you have 10 emails that you want to separate, you want to send this email from. The moment you type okolichidozie@gmail.com and you type comma, it will automatically recognize that as an email, and there's a way it will make it appear. You will know that this is now an email. Then you can now write chamakaobala@gmail.com and you put comma, it will recognize it. So these are all comma separated values. So now that is the file format we have whenever you hear CSV. That is exactly what we mean by CSV. So right here now, we are going to export this file as a CSV file. We have XLS, but when you export as this, you can only open this file in Excel. But CSV is accepted by a lot of other apps that work like Excel. That is why most people use CSV. So you click on download CSV, and then it's going to download that file for you. So it says done. Now let's go and open the file we have downloaded. But before that, let me check something. Just a minute. Yeah. Now, before exporting, let me delete the file let me delete this file. Let me show you. You know, the other one, when we use Yelp Scraper, we had to export before we could edit in Excel. But right here, you can edit before. I will always advise you to edit before you export in Instant Data Scraper. How do you do that? If you take a look at this page now, it's showing me everything, data that was extracted. We have source. This is the source URL. Like I told you, some apps we call it source URL. Some we call it business URL. You understand? Now, Let's assume that I don't want this rating here. There is an X here, just like your close button you have in your Windows. I hope my screen is still visible. This one that I please, can you all see my screen? Type yes so that I'll be sure. Okay, thank you. Now, you can use that X button there to delete the informations you don't need before you export to Excel. I don't need this rating href. I click on X, it will close. This one too, HN wrapper, whatever. I don't know whether in August meeting. Close it. This one too is the number of people that have rated the website. 163 people, 135. I don't need it. Close. Menu, we don't need it. Close. Menu ref, close. Close. These are the number of years they've been in business. 43 years, 44 years. So you can close this one. Phone number, we need it. So I'm going to leave phone number. Street address, you might leave. Now, this depends on what you want. For the sake of this class, you can leave anyone you want and delete anyone you want. But for the sake of your job, you are going to be given the exact things that your boss needs from you. If he needs email, he will tell you. If he needs whatever he needs, he's going to tell you. So we're going to delete street address. We need it. Amenities, I don't know what that means. I don't need it. I don't need this. So I'm just deleting things that I don't need on my own. Action. Now this is showing you whether you can order online or it's a walk-in store or whatever. These are the ones that you can order online. Is written order online. We don't need it. Action, whatever. Now I'm done deleting everything I need. I have source, I have business name. Let's say this is is written in a way I don't like it. I want to include URL there. I can even edit it here before exporting. You understand? I can edit here before exporting. Business name. Let's say this is not what you want to call it. You want to call it restaurant name or restaurant name. You can change this to whatever it is. You can edit from here and then you now click on download as CSV and it's going to appear in the format that you already edited it here. So let's see. Once I'm done, I can now open it. If you see this, you see that this is the first one I did. And this is the second one here. The second one from Yellow Pages. We have the source URL. We have the business name, phone number, street address, and email. Now, yellowpages.com used to have emails before, but I don't know what happened. These days, you no longer get emails from them. But there are ways you can get email from phone numbers. There is an app I'm going to tell. In fact, I think your class will be the first people I'm going to share this with. There is an app I found out that is called what is it called? Name to email. That's the name of the app. You can write it down and look for it. Name to email. You can use someone's name and the company they work with to get their email from that company. You can even use it to get the person's Gmail. You understand? And then we also have a way you can use number to search for email of a company. You understand? These ones now come under data. What do you call it again? It's not scraping. Why has this skipped my mind? We talked about this under Apollo. Data enrichment. Those ones now come under the data enrichment. Let's assume your boss needs email and some of them have email while some don't have email. You can now go around looking for their emails from different sources, and then if you're able to get them, you get them and put them. You can create an email column and put the emails there. So these are the informations we extracted. I can make it more colorful depending on what you want. You can make it more colorful as well. You understand? So that is up to you. Whatever you want to do with this before you save is up to you. So I'm going to save now and I'm going to call it restaurant. Where is it again? California, right? Is it California? Yeah, California. Okay. Restaurants in California. And you save. So that is it about, I don't know, I think, I don't know, our time is fast spent. This, Web Scraper is a little bit deeper than all. These ones are very simple, but Web Scraper, if you look here, you're going to see my name to email. This is the name to email I told you about. I also have my Apollo extension. If I open any LinkedIn page now, let me show you an example. Let me see. Let me search for Tony Elumelu. If I search for Tony Elumelu right now and open his page, Apollo.io will automatically extract any information available there from his page. So let's see what it does. It says this is his email, tonyelumelu@ubagroup.com. whatever. This is his personal phone number. And every other information that is available, is going to automatically get it for you here. You understand? We have name to email. We also have badding. I've not really learned how to use this badding. I think that's the next scraping tool I'm going to learn how to use. Let me see if there's any other one that you might be interested in. Now, let me show you that name to email. You see how it works. Let me show you how it works. There is this website, there is this job I applied for that I use name to email. Let me look for that email I sent them, so that I will show you how I was able to. The job, I got it on LinkedIn, and there was something that happened. The company said you can send your CV to them. They had easy apply. But they also mentioned that you can send your CV to them, but there was no email that you can send the CV to. There was no HR person that you can. So what I did is I went to search the company in Apollo, and I got the name of their HR person from Apollo. Where is my sent messages? Okay, this is sent. Let me see. Yeah, this is the email. I got the. Which one is this? I hope this is okay. This is the follow-up. I did an automated follow-up with Apollo that was sent to the lady. All these people that submitted their email for our email campaign, you people did not even tell me when you got the email. I knew when I got mine, but you people did not tell me that you've gotten your emails, because there are 3 emails that have delivered right now. Okay, so the name of the company is what's the name of that company? Code Keeper. You understand? I got the name of this lady who happens to be their what do you call it? She happens to be their HR person. Now, I didn't get her email from Apollo. I came to Compose. I clicked on Compose, and my name to email did the job for me. I typed her name, Lessa, and I gave space, and then their company email address. I know other people I got their email address was at codekeeper.co. So I needed to get her own email. I typed at codekeeper.co, and it automatically gave me the email of the lady. Now, if there were other suggestions, let's say I added her second name. Lessa, what is that, her second? Let's say her name is Lessa Brown. Let's just assume. And I do this Lessa Brown and give space. Sorry, you don't. I don't think I'm supposed to give space here. And give a space and type at codekeeper.co. Okay, I'm supposed to give space. This thing will load, and it will give me a list of all the emails that it might think will belong to the lady. But because I've already searched this name before, it's not giving me those other lists. It has already gotten the email, and it put it in green because this was a verified email. That was how I was able to get the lady's email address. I sent email. I also got their company's email. I went to their website. I got an email that people who are applying for job used to send CV, and I sent email to them, and that was how I was able to send those emails. You understand? So I don't know. We won't be able to do instant data scraper. Web scraper today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the floor for questions.